Welcome to this tutorial on Equation Grapher. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate Equation Grapher PhET simulation. Here I am using Ubuntu Linux operating system version 16.04, Java version 1.8.0, Firefox web browser version 60.0.02. Learners should be familiar with topics in high school mathematics. Using this simulation, we will look at lines of the form y equals bx plus c and y equals c, quadratic polynomials y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, binomial theorem. A and b are real numbers. Index n is a positive integer. R lies between 0 and n. Then, binomial theorem states that a plus b raised to n can be expanded as shown. Use the given link to download the simulation. I have already downloaded Equation Grapher simulation to my downloads folder. To open the jar file, open the terminal. At the terminal prompt, type cd downloads and press enter. Type java space -jar space equation grapher _ en.jar. Press enter. File opens in the browser in HTML format. This is the interface for the Equation Grapher simulation. The interface shows Cartesian coordinate system of x and y axis. The first quadrant contains the red colored quadratic equation y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. 3 sliders and display boxes under ax squared, bx and c. The sliders allow you to change the values of the coefficients a, b and c. The display boxes show these values and can be used to enter values. A red 0 button to set all sliders at 0. A green save button to save the equation. The updated equation in red is shown below the sliders. The fourth quadrant contains the quadratic equation y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. 3 checkboxes under ax squared, bx and c. Note that the ax squared term is violet, bx is green and c is blue. In the first quadrant, in the display box below ax squared, type 1. Observe how the slider under ax squared also moves to 1. A red parabola with vertex at origin 0, 0 appears in the window. It opens upwards. In the first quadrant, in the display box below bx, type 1. Observe how the parabola shifts downwards and to the left. In the first quadrant, in the display box below c, type 1. Observe how the parabola moves upwards. In the fourth quadrant, check the box below the violet colored ax squared term. A violet parabola appears next to the red parabola. This violet parabola corresponds to the y equals ax squared part of the red equation. The equation for the violet parabola is y equals x squared. Now, in the fourth quadrant, check the box below the green bx term. Observe how a green line appears in the Cartesian plane. It passes through the origin 0, 0. It corresponds to the x term and its equation is y equals x. Now, in the fourth quadrant, check the box below the blue c term. Observe how a blue line appears in the Cartesian plane. its equation is y equals c, and it corresponds to the constant term of the equation. Click on the green Save button. This saves the equation y equals x squared plus x plus 1. Change the values for a, b, and c. You can either use the sliders or type in the display boxes below the terms. Observe the effects of these changes on the graphs. Note that as you change a, b, and c, you can still see the parabola y equals x squared plus x plus 1. This is because we saved this equation. Save other graphs that you want to compare to see the effects of a, b, and c. You can only save one equation at a time. Note that after you have saved an equation, a blue erase button appears. This will erase the saved equation. Click on the red 0 button. This resets all coefficients a, b, and c to 0. As an assignment, compare the parabolas graphed for different combinations of a less than 0 and a greater than 0, b less than 0 and b greater than 0, c less than 0 and c greater than 0. In this tutorial, we have demonstrated the equation grapher PhET simulation. Using this simulation, we have looked at lines of the form y equals bx plus c and y equals c, quadratic polynomials y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial Project team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials and gives certificates on passing online tests. For more details, please write to us. Please post your timed queries in this forum. This project is partially funded by Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching. Spoken Tutorial Project is funded by NMEICT, MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at this link. This is Vidya Iyer from IIT Bombay signing off. Thank you for joining.